that card. Now, that's what I like to hear. Now, that's what I like to hear. Now, that's what I like to hear. Hold on. Now, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear right there. Gary Antonio Russell coming on back, coming off that Payano win, coming on back to sit down, former champion Emmanuel Rodriguez, the same dude we were just talking about in the Monster NUA fight. The one I said that he had the IBF and Monster had the WBA regular. Bam, there he go right there. And he taking on my main man, 100 grand DMV zone, Gary Antonio Russell, for the WBA interim championship, from what I understand. I like that. I like that. And then you gonna put that on the undercard of the Rigondeaux fight? I like that. And I'm listening to some recent interviews from Gary Antonio Russell. And Gary says, yo, man, he wants Rigondeaux. He feel like, yo, y'all ain't seen the best of him yet. Even in his win against Payano, where everybody and their mamas is giving him full credit and saying that, yo, what a good performance, because he pretty much swept every round. He says that wasn't even his best performance. He had a lot on his mind going into that fight. We know that he says that 4 days before the Payano fight is when they lost their younger brother. And he mentally was messed up going into that fight. But he still went into that fight, dug deep, executed, locked down pretty much every round, and walked out of there with a clean victory. Now in a very good position to be the WBA interim. Who knows? It's going to be interesting. If Rigondeaux do lose that WBA regular, can Gary Antonio make a run for it? Why not? Why not upgrade it, right? Why not? It'd be nice. But then again, you can't do it, right? Because they're going to be on the undercard. So I guess it will have to happen next. But still, real good position, man. That's real good position right there for Gary Antonio. I'm expecting for Gary Antonio to go in there to get the job done. Cerebral style, outbox him, same way, clean victory. I see no difference than the Payano fight in this fight right here. He says, though, that wasn't the best version of him. So who knows? Maybe we see more. Maybe we see better. Maybe we see statements. But I'm rocking with Gary all day. I'm rocking with Gary. He said he pushed himself in that Payano fight, man. Now, Emmanuel Rodriguez, he's a tough little fighter. Former champion, you know what I'm saying? He's a good little fighter. Got a couple losses, but still a good little fighter. But I don't see him posing no sort of problems for Gary Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him no kind of problems. Now, Gary says he wants the Monster also. He says he got total respect for the Monster, though. But he says in Rigondeaux's case, he feel like he can break Rigondeaux down with mental focus. According to Gary Antonio Russell, he says that he feels that Rigondeaux can be figured out by mental focus and never take time off. And that will break him down over time. And he is also up there in age. So he's already kind of looking at Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's interesting. And this is from a recent interview from Gary Antonio. I mean, he seemed like he got Rigondeaux down. He's down to fight that patient fight. He's down to be patient with Rigondeaux. He don't feel like jumping in crazy is the way to get to Guillermo Rigondeaux. And that's something that Casimero needs to pay attention to. It ain't the smartest thing. Because Rigondeaux is a hell of a counterpuncher. And like I said, he can crack. I think Antonio know that. And I think Rigo would be too small. I think Rigo would be too small, and he'll have problems with the length and size of Gary Antonio. But Gary says, if I stay tough mentally, don't take off every round, every second, make it all count. He felt like he can break Guillermo Rigondeaux down. Who gonna tell him no if he go in there and get this job done with a statement? Who gonna tell him no? Huh? Who gonna tell him no? PBC, they need to pay attention to this. I get it. Rigondeaux says he's going monster hunting. Understandable. Monster may not be hunting for you. You know, Monster might want to go back to Nonito Donaire. And you know, that's another good question too. What's up with Donaire? See, Donaire ran for the hills after he got away from this situation, right? But he ain't looked towards Guillermo Rigondeaux way. And he damn sure ain't looked towards Gary Antonio way. So which way is Nonito Donaire looking? I know he looking towards the wife. I know wife running things right now. I know she wearing the pants. I know she telling you what fights to accept and not to accept. We understand that, Nonito. What, you trying to run back to the Monster? Nah, you can't take the easy route. No. How about you come back on all the way into this smoke? Everybody want a piece of Nonito. And you would think that Nonito would be pressing for Rigondeaux after Rigondeaux took everything from him back in the day. I mean, Rigondeaux took everything from Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire was rising through the ranks with a bullet. Like, nobody can beat him. He was Bob Arum's new little Asian little protege that he was marketing and everything. And Rigo completely wrecked the whole program. Couldn't talk no English. Got the crowds booing him because his style is so fundamentally sound and he's so slow paced, but they're booing him. Bob is going crazy because he can't make no money, and all because he wrecked Nonito Donaire. And Nonito ain't trying to get back. What the hell, bro? That's like I like pussy. Though. I get it. I respect Nonito Donaire, but the way he kind of ran away from all this, man, I don't know, man. Like, dog, like he beat you, bro. Like he beat you. It took everything from you, and you ain't even say his name. You had the opportunity. You try to push him out the way and take his fight. I'm sure that Casimero requested that, but I'm saying they try to push Rigo out the way, take his fight, instead of Nonito Donaire fighting him to gain access to the damn fight. That's the way boxing works nowadays, fight fans. It's not about who you beat, it's who you know. How the hell do they push Rigondeaux out the way in the first? You know, that whole shit looked janky anyway. It was all janky anyway. Let's just call it for what it was. That was Pacquiao pulling strings. Casimero is Manny Pacquiao's fighter. Manny Pacquiao gets all of a sudden announced to be fighting Earl Spence out the blue. And then all of a sudden, Nonito Donaire and Casimero. Come on, man. We know what that's about. We know what that's about. But come on, man. They need to stop doing Rigondeaux dirty. But as for this fight right here, Gary Antonio Russell versus Emmanuel Rodriguez for the WBA interim title, man. I like the mindset of Gary Antonio right now. He seems to be a lasered in focus. And I've been learning a lot more about him too lately, Batman. And how he just picked up his passion for boxing a little later than most. He said he was more passionate about basketball in the beginning. Pops threw him in that ring, and it just pretty much in a nutshell came naturally to him. He started beating up on people that people thought that was so good and so that. He stood with boxing, and here he is today. He say 2 weeks after he initially walked into a boxing ring, he was in the silver gloves. Sharp. Iron sharpens iron. Yo, man, boxing gonna start putting more spotlight on these Russells, man. I mean, come on, man. What more we got to do? We got one down at 140, man, ready for some smoke. You got one right here at 118, ready for some smoke. And you got the longest reigning champion at 126. What the hell are we talking about, fight fans? I got Leo Santa Cruz telling the world in recent quotes that he wants to fight Gary Allen Russell, right? 126 Russell. He's telling the world he wants to go and defend his WBA Super Championship, which another mystery of the WBA. Look at this mystery, fight fans. Leo Santa Cruz moves up to 130 pounds and fights Gervonta Davis with his WBA Super Championship at 130, loses the belt, but yet he still has the WBA Super at 126. Man, what the hell is that? You got your Tylenol? You got your aspirin? We're talking about the WBA. You got your aspirin and your Tylenol? Gosh, I'm confused. But anyway, they're going to show these Russells more smoke. And they need to stop it, man. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not staying away from this. I'm going to talk about this some more this weekend. I want to know what's up with Robert Easter Jr. I'm going to take a journey through Robert Easter Jr. and see what he got going on. I really want to know. I want to know what's up with Bunny. That's what I want to know. What Bunny doing? You know what I'm saying? Why he can't fight Gary? What are you doing? Because they ain't gonna let the tank fight happen. We know that. But what's up with Bunny? Very curious. You don't hear Robert Easter Jr.'s name nowhere. It's funny. It's real funny. Real funny. DJ Zion Love says, yo, man, so sad, man. Yeah, it is. It is. That's boxing today. Raheem says, Donaire know that he ain't got nothing in his bag for Rigo. And it is what it is. It's sad, though, man. Because Rigo took so much from him. You would think he'd be on some get back. Bro, that was just... I don't get it, bro. First, you let Casimero talk to you any kind of way and talk to your wife any kind of way, and you run away from the fight. And then you got the dude that beat you right there, Guillermo Rigondeaux, standing right there. You dig? And then you don't even want to even look in his direction. What's up with Nonito, man? You know, I respect him. You know what I'm saying? But something ain't right with Nonito, man. Nonito terrible, man. Bunny a silly rabbit, say DJ Zion. Yeah, Bunny hopping his ass away from all of the smoke. That's what's going on. Check out this fight coming up, fight fans. August 14th? August 14th on the undercard of Rigondeaux and Casimero, man. We got this right here. Gary Antonio Russell versus Emmanuel Rodriguez, former champion. Good step-up fight for Gary Antonio, especially coming off that Payano fight. Level of comp is stepping up. And, yeah, we waiting on this fight right here. I'm expecting a real good performance right here from Gary Antonio all day.